Alright, this is Mrs. Pac-Man for the Atari Lynx. And oh yeah, I remember that now. How do you start though? Wow. I must warn you, I'm shite at Pac-Man. Oh my god, how slow is it? I don't remember being like this. I remember being quite disappointed, obviously, because, and I'll just pause that while I turn the volume down, because I ordered Pac-Land and got this. But ultimately it entertained me. It's quite a loud game. Just knock that down a little bit further. But I've got the Lynx sort of screen emulation on too at the moment. Yeah, it's very odd seeing such a mini Pac-Man. It's almost like a bloody, oh yeah, mobile phone version. I like the way they don't catch up on you. It's not like Mr. Do or something. If you're outrunning them, you're outrunning them basically. And if you read the history of Pac-Man, there's lots of information about the personalities of these dudes. Although I think I'm actually, and the AI, I think I'm finished because I've just totally struggled to do it properly, haven't I? Yeah. It's a really hard game actually compared to what I remember. Of course, there's a lot more squares in this than there is in Pac-Man. And I've got the Lynx screen emulation on, that's why it looks really weird. But I thought it'd be more genuine than seeing this nightmarish blockiness like I had on Buggery, Scrapyard Dog. Yeah, so you can imagine how disappointing it is to order Pac-Land and get this. Now that was quite an exciting screen though, I remember when I was younger. This intro screen. Just putting one of those little tiny carts in for the first time was exciting. And hearing that kind of quality music come out too. Surprised how slow it is though, and absolutely miniaturized. You've got to try and not use the power pills for as long as you can, really. You could wait like that. Oh yeah. And there's that documentary about that guy who got the perfect Pac-Man score. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out. It's oh, game over. It's pretty funny that a grown man would waste his life perfecting such an awful game. But also it takes a lot of skill. As you can see, I do not possess that level of skill on this game. I'm quite that didn't last very long. I'm quite good at a lot of the old arcades, but Pac-Man was always just a really odd one, I thought. And the first one we had was Atari 2600. You can imagine how bad that was. Absolutely awful. And that's coloured my judgment of Pac-Man ever since. I think I must be playing on a really hard level here because, you know, oh shit, same level. I did better than this when I was a child. Gives you time to think though, this speed. I mean, it's slower than it was a minute ago. No, they certainly don't stay scared for very long, do they? ridiculous, actually. But like I say, at least they can't catch you. That would suck. But they're a bit too smart. And I've run out of power pills. Oh Lord. I'm actually getting a little bit ahead of them, I think, there. Oh, I thought that would do some good. Oh, it does speed up. Okay, now we're talking. This makes Pac-Man infinitely better. Of course, the turning mechanism was always crap on Pac-Man. The fact that you have to hold it like that makes it quite a hard game to play. Preempting corners and some aims missing them. Well, if I can finish one level, I'll be proud. But yeah, it's just fun to see this. It reminds me of being 11 again, or whatever age I was when I could play this better than I can now. Oh yes. Oh, I remember this. These were some of the highlights of these games. Obviously, Mr. Do copied all this. And she's chasing Pac-Man there. Pac-Man's unfortunately doesn't have any kind of features, whereas she has a bow, lipstick, and eyes, I think. See, this is one I could probably code, but it's assembly, so bugger that. What was it? 6502 assembly, I think it was written in. As well as it. Yeah, it's a 6502, is it? Or maybe a Z80, actually, thinking about it. Should have done some research on that. I think it's 6502, though. Certainly a lot better than the 2600. And R.J. McCall had a hand in designing the Atari Lynx as well as the Amiga and various other machines. I think the maybe the 3DO. Was it the 3DO? Oh, buggery. Maybe even the new one. I don't know. Let's see if I can find an easier level. They don't exactly look like there's different levels of difficulty, but there must be. This looks like a cheerful one. So yeah, overall a good port. Very, very slow. Ridiculously small. But quite cheerful and graphical. Nice colours and sound. The speed is a real major issue, but you can get that turbo, which is why I presume they've done that. But it's just too hard. It's hideously hard, really. I can't do it now, and I'm an adult. Doesn't give you enough time to get the ghosts, which is a major problem. Is that just an exact port thing, or is that a Lynx thing? Because I remember the one on the 2600 seemed a lot easier, and the screens, I think, yes, they were scrolling. They were like panning at other screens. Turbo. Oh yeah. Oh god, that was nice. So there is satisfying moments too. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. Oh no, I was too greedy. Don't be greedy. Always too greedy when it comes to games. Points and gambling. And anything that can backfire. Yeah, you can see why I was a bit miffed when I got this when I was a kid, because you're like, God, is this it? Is this what I got for my £23.99 or something? I bought this out the back of one of those magazines. I can't remember the name of the company, but they had all these enticing games on their lists, and I look at it all the time and think, oh, I can't wait to get one of them. And then you order a good one and you get this sack of shit. It's too hard as well. Far too hard. Far too hard. Yeah. Well, I'll have one more go. I'll just imagine that it costs 20 quid. Being able to escape off the side of the level is obviously makes the level better. I wish you could finish it by killing them or getting all the dots, like Mr. Do style. Because it's so difficult that I have to waste the power pills just to get more of the dots. And that sort of defeats the whole purpose of the thing. Well, it should keep them out of the picture for a bit longer, but I don't know if it does. Or how long it keeps them out of the picture for. What's that bagel doing there? Oh, well, not bagel, whatever they call them. Shit, this is too hard, and I've gone the wrong way. I'm going to have to waste my last power pill. Hardest game in the world. Did I even finish a level? I did finish one. I need that speed up, but then they're protecting it like it's gold. And that just gives you points. Maybe you get an extra life at certain points, but still, Jesus wept, it's hard. But yeah, I'm going to play all the Lynx games I've had, and me and Paul might play some on my other channel, on our other channel, Cooper Smith TV, which is yet to launch. But right now I'm just getting used to the emulator, playing some of the games that are a bit crap. Some of the better ones we could probably play on the other channel. Maybe, I don't know, be nice to play all the ones I had at least, and then explore some of the other ones. I think it's slow at the beginning because of the amount of sprites on the screen, because it actually gets quicker as you play. See how slow it is right now. Every time I chip away at one, it just feels like it gets slightly more optimal. Oh God, they don't stay ripe for very long, do they? It's comically hard, actually. Whoa! Now we're talking. And that just stays on, I think, that speed. Oh no, it's gone back to normal now, unfortunately. Jesus, it's rock! I've still got some of the muscle memory, I can tell, but it's not helping, because, like I say, I was never actually very good at this game. I don't know why that is. It never really felt nice to me, the corner turning mechanism. It feels very dated and out of control. Some of them don't seem to follow you across screens. Am I going to get another level? Yes, and then it does get fun when you're getting quite far in, but... Right, the chase. I think she's got a beauty spot as well. By comparison, Pac-Man's just like, you know, someone who's been in an acid attack. Featureless Pac, or it was originally called Pac-man in Japan, but people kept changing it to Pac-man, so they decided to change it to Pac-man. Is that right? I mean, how Pac-man is harder to change to fuck. It seems suddenly easier. I don't know why, but they're staying affected longer. Don't come after me, pal. I'll have your guts for garters. Ooh, look at this. And the eyes go back. It's the 2600 one was awful. There's another emulator I'd like to fire up and try a few things on. Yeah, much faster now. There's the speed up. I need that. Whoa! Alright. Ah! That's what I was saying about the controls. Even with the speed up, I'm a bit crap at this game. Because I'm not optimizing the speed. Because I get caught, because you have to hold that key at the right time to turn. Oh my goodness. It's the end. The end is near for me. Or maybe... yeah, it is. Alright, that was Mrs. Pac-Man. 1990. Yeah, I'm not sure I got the Lynx like immediately when it came out. Maybe. It's definitely sometime in the very early 90s. Option 2 to change score display. What's that? Oh, high score. That's no use, is it? Or you just press 2 and you get like the word high score appears. Anyway, thank you for watching.